How about now? Can you hear me now? Yeah. All right. There we go. Good thing I checked, because that would have sucked to commentate an entire game. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Run inside and defend the medium pass. We want to throw it short and defend the outside run. So quiet, apparently. That's okay. Simulation. We're going to go Super Bowl. And that is all there. Hopefully I can turn off the commentators in game. I think to do that before we start. Here we are. Alright. Once it gets through all the hoopla, I will see if I can get the stuff turned off here, the commentators. I am way too quiet apparently. I'll try to speak up for you there, Sam. Here we go. There's the coin toss, doesn't really matter. Teams wanted opposite choices anyway. Ducksworth back there to return. May Rose getting ready to kick things off here in the championship. These decibels are insane. All right. Options, settings, volume, in-game commentary. Oh my goodness, this goes so slow. There we go. Crowd, let's turn that down just a tad. That nearly blew my eardrums a minute ago. All right. That should do it. If Dallas wins, you blame me, hey? That's okay. Yeah, Bolton, this is season 1. Join up. I can get you a link if you hit me on Discord. If not, it's in the other leagues channels and things like that for all the leagues. Controller select. Let's get going here. And restart the game. With no controller selected. Here we go. Kickoff in the season 1 championship. Yeah, Bolton, lots of openings next season, especially on defense. There's a couple on offense still if you get in there quick. And here we go. May Rose kicking off for the Cowboys. Ball is in the air. Darton Muxworth, whatever it's called, is going to return it. Big return up to the 39-yard line. And here we go. The first look at that explosive 49ers offense. Vernon Dunn led the league in rushing. Look at Travis Webster. He was second in the league in passing with over 2,500 yards this season in 9 games. May's last game as a kicker punter as she switches to wide receiver for season 2. Some big changes coming to season 2 as we've seen expansion, plenty of position changes. One thing we wish we could change is this little huddle between possessions, but that's okay. The 49ers come out in the I formation, a receiver wide to each side, and they're going to hand it off to Commissioner Truman Dunn right off the bat. Picks up a gain of 4 yards to open up this championship game. game's going to take longer with the Super Bowl presentation than the quick presentation normally would, but that's all right. Coming out in a single back now. Goes on the draw. And nothing doing there. Gunn loses a yard. 3rd and 7 coming up here for the 49ers. Looks for bringing in the play. Alright, here we go. 3rd and 7 here early in the first quarter. Another delayed draw, and Gunn doesn't get anywhere. Picks up 1 yard on the play. I give him credit for 2 in his stat sheet, apparently. Either way, it's 4th and 6, and the Niners will look to punt here early on. That play should be in your playbook. You wouldn't call it without that. And here's McKicks back to punt. Puts it in the air. Matt Green fields it, picks up a couple yards, and it's brought down. Here we go. First look at Peter Parker this evening. Peter Parker led the league in passing, the only quarterback with over 3,000 yards this season. A big game, or big season for him and the Cowboys. Yeah, this Super Bowl presentation gonna kill the timing of the game a little bit. But that's all right, as Peter Parker is back. He's got Krieg to his right. Receiver to the other side. He's going Krieg up the middle. Gets brought down after a gain of 1. Only run plays so far here in this championship game. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Cowboys. Looking for somewhere to go. Finds Krieg after all that. Picks up 6. First pass play goes to a running back. No, Ali, no LNS tonight. We're not doing LNS tonight. We've been having so many technical issues lately that we're going to take some time off, try to figure that out. We got a few things in the works to try to get through that. Parker back to pass again. Over the middle. Hits Roscoe. Latrell Roscoe last week. In the game they needed to win to get into this championship. Had 17 catches for 300 and something yards. And Bolton, yes, it is on Madden 23. Left-handed QB Peter Parker with a nice completion over the middle. 6.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. That's the screen time at 15 minutes in. Okay, doing okay. Peter Parker right on the NFL shield here at the Super Bowl. Hands off to Krieg. Krieg's got an opening, looking for somewhere to go, and is brought down after a pickup of 7. And Dallas, the first team to hit one of the momentum markers along the top of the scoreboard. Two runs in the same game. Solid question. Here we go. Parker under center. We got tight end bunch to the left. I'm going to send one in a little bit of motion. Goes off to Krieg. And he gets flattened. A loss of 1. 3rd and 4 now for the Cowboys, pardon me. Parker under center again. Got the fullback there. And pumps it. Looking for somewhere to throw. Throws it back the other way. Way over Krieg's head and out of bounds. 4th and 4. The Niners defense hold him. 4th down coming up. You'd imagine it's going to be a punt here from A-Rose. Going to try to pin the Niners back deep. Puts the ball. It's going to bounce out of bounds at the 20, 19 maybe? Oh, 14, my bad. It's way off on that yard line. Bounces out of bounds at the 14-yard line. And that's where Webster and the 49ers will go back to work.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's do it.
Oh, and the 49ers call an audible. Something they've been trying to get out of. There's still one in there. Oh, and it's a drop. He had him over the middle. Webster 0 for 1. His first pass attempt of the game. Hit him in the hands. 35 couldn't haul it in. There is an extra 5 on each side of the field in Canada. That was just me reading the numbers wrong. I was not wearing my glasses yet. There's a throw. He hits. I think that's Cherry down the right side. It is Bill Cherry with his first catch of the game. 17-yard gain for the Niners. And they get themselves a little bit of breathing room. There's a look at Mike McCarthy trying to figure out what's going on. And we get to see them celebrate after every completion here in the Super Bowl presentation. 4 minutes and 20 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Still a scoreless game. Momentum bar back to the center. Neither team has gotten much going. Each team's picked up a bit of room. Oh, and it hits Ducksworth. Oh, and he's hit. If he had made that one more guy miss. Sorry, Muxworth. Not Ducksworth. Muxworth. If he had gotten one miss, he might have been gone with the speed he's got. Yeah, just not quite fast enough to hit that hole in stride. Yeah, it's 110 yards and the end zones are 20 yards. No, that's not 100 meters. I don't think. And another audible out of the same formation. So, Don, if you can figure out what that formation is, you might be able to find that audible in your playbook. Webster looking for somewhere to go. He's under pressure. He gets brought down. That's a huge loss. 13 yards on the sack. Dingleberry, the leading sack getter of the regular season, picks up his first sack of this championship game. Huge sack by Twerky Dingleberry. After 7 sacks in the regular season, picks one up here in the title game. The silver lining here for the 49ers is that it's only 2nd down. It's Cherry. A little quick pass to the side, picks up a chunk of those yards back, but not all of them. 3rd and 14 to go. Yeah, I've heard it's a really difficult transition to make, going from American football to Canadian football. The ball is bigger, the field is bigger, the field is wider, longer, the end zones are bigger. Oh, and Webster hits Muxworth, and he's going to take it into the end zone. The 49ers are on the board first. Fun fact, they're not the Edmonton Eskimos anymore. I don't know if you knew that down there, but they have changed their name, as many teams are with names of that genre. And Muxworth takes the pass from Webster into the end zone, and the 49ers up by a score. They'll try to tack on the extra point here with McKicks. There hasn't been a miss all season on an extra point. We saw one in preseason. And he doesn't miss this time either. 7-0 49ers here in the first quarter. Webster was 4 for 5 for 98 yards on that one passing. Took the sack to inflate the passing yards. Yeah, it inflated his own passing yards. It hurt his team passing yards, so that won't count as 98 passing yards for the team. It will for the player, though. And Blitzkrieg picks up a return to about the 33, and Peter Parker going to come back on the field now. Finds himself down a score. Last time he touched the field, it was an even ball game here. He's going to see if he can get his team going and marching down the field. That is true. Cannot count this team out. Cannot count either of these teams out. They've both had big comebacks this season. Rushing yards are low, even though both teams seem to focus on the rush early on. There's a pass over the middle. The tight end, Bob Harlow. I think number 3 is Harlow. There's Harlow. Safety Osama coming up with the tackle. Parker with the jet touch pass. And Chris Walker, tight end, coming around on the end around for the touch pass. Gets 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Cowboys. Parker takes the snap again. Airs it out down the right side. Oh, and he's got Roscoe. Roscoe inside the 20 down at the 19-yard line. Huge completion for Peter Parker and the Dallas Cowboys. Latrell Roscoe hauls it in. Takes the contact through the ground. Let's see if they get it. I don't think they're going to snap off here. No, we're going to go into the end of the first quarter, into the second quarter here. 7-0 49ers. Pretty much the same stats across the board. The Niners, though, with that touchdown. Now we're switching sides, and Dallas going to try to punch it into their end zone. Empty back. Oh, no. Krieg's back there. Just blended in. Oh, and Parker. The interception. Oh, and it's a fumble. And Roscoe picks up the fumble. He's brought down inside the 10. Potts with the interception, but he loses the ball on the contact. And just like that, it's 1st and goal from the 7 for the Cowboys. What just happened? I think we're going to get another look at it. They're going to show the pick. Parker just lobbed it. There is not a Cowboy in that area code. Oh, this might be overturned. That fumble might be looked at. I thought his butt hit the ground. And they are going to look at it. This might be 49ers ball.
The previous play is under review.
He's got to be down. I don't think, no, it's not going to be an incomplete pass. This is going to be ruled an interception and a down by contact, I think. And to answer your question, May, where's Matt? He's shopping. Or he's on his way home from shopping. And they look at it, and it is
After review of the play,
going to be a San Francisco ball. They got the ball at their own 13-yard line. The interception stands. The fumble does not. He was flat on his butt and touched when the ball popped loose. And just like that, the 49ers catch a big break after a funny sequence of events. Forward progress stopped on done there. Picks up 5. It's 2nd and 5 now from their own 18 for the Niners. Starting this drive from the 13-yard line. They started their last one from the 14 and took it all the way down and scored. So, see if they can do it again. Oh, and Dunn looked like he might have had a hole, but 96 on Dallas. I don't know who that is. I'm blanking right now who 96 is. Oh, Gilmore, it's a bot. He caught Dunn from behind to stop the first down. Keep that play to a gain of 3. 3rd and 2 now. Niners in the eye. Webster under center, snaps the ball, hands it off. And Dunn up the middle, picks up the first down, and there's a flag for probably a face. Oh, it's a hold. It's coming back.
Still 3rd down.
Webster back to throw, throws it, gets the completion down the left side. A strong branch to tight end. Webster back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Cherry. Cherry's going to pick up some yards after the catch here. Gets brought down at the 36-yard line, pardon me. Apparently, that seems, I don't know, that seems closer to the 40 than the 35. Webster back under center. Dunn alone in the backfield. Gives it to him. Up the middle, gets brought down after a gain of 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 32. And the Niners are on the move again. Wilderson with the tackle. They set a guy in motion. It's going to be a touch pass to Muxworth. Muxworth goes up the middle, or up the left, pardon me. He gets brought down after a gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 from the 29-yard line. You have to think they're knocking on the door of field goal range here. Yeah, it'd be about a high 40s attempt from here, maybe. First down, they're probably in field goal range. Webster's going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw it. He's got Cherry. Comes back to make the catch and falls to the ground. He's just going to make sure he secures that one. Gets brought down at the 13-yard line. First down, 49ers. Webster in the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw for the end zone, and he's got Buck Wild for the touchdown. 49ers punch it in for a second time in this one. The 49ers up by 2 scores now. And Baltimore. Arizona, Seattle, Baltimore. With the bird teams. Keep Baltimore as far away from this league as possible. So, saying. Extra point was good, of course. Like I said, we haven't seen a missed extra point since preseason. Seen a missed field goal during the regular season. Just the one early on in week 1 or 2. Here's Krieg on the kick return. He's going to cut up the middle. Oh, man. He makes a guy or two miss. He's going to pick it up and goes all the way to the 41-yard line. And Peter Parker coming out there, getting some last-minute instructions from the coaching staff and getting ready to try to get the Cowboys on the board and back into this one. San Francisco so far dominating this one. Neither team able to rush the ball much, though. Parker drops back. His throw batted away. That interception for the Niners back in their own end is a huge play in this one. Maybe a turning point. Dallas looked like they were going to be knocking on the door for the touchdown. The Niners get the takeaway, though, and then march down and score themselves. Turns this from what might have been a tie game into a 2-score football game. Parker takes the snap. He's got Walker over the middle. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 7. 3rd down and 3 to go. Down at the middle. Krieg picks up a yard. It's going to be 4th and 2 from the 49-yard line. Just on their own side of center. That looked like an option play almost. Probably was. Niners get the stop here at midfield. What are the Cowboys going to do? We have seen that teams are not afraid to go for fake punts here in this season. Let's see if they try one here. Might be the place to do it. Down by 2. No. We're going to punt the ball away. If you're ever going to try a fake punch, that might have been the time. Down by a couple of scores. Midfield. Late in the first half. And just 2 yards to pick up. Webster went 5 for 5 on their last drive on his way to scoring. And now have touchdowns on back-to-back drives, I think. Webster's going to give it to Dunn. Dunn goes up and is brought down after a gain of 6. Cowboys D looking a little bit tired here as we're approaching halftime. I have recognized that. I knew what you were doing. I was just waiting for downtime to mention it. And there's a pass to Buck Wild. He had the touchdown on the last drive. He gets brought down. And Buck Wild with a big gain down to the Dallas 36. Yes, Squibs, I saw what you were doing, and I love you for it. Referencing the best show. Of course I picked up on that. I Met Your Mother. Krieg going with the Doug move. Going GG, good night. Early on here, seeing if it works to get the reverse jinx going. Keenan Dunn brought down after a gain of 2. Second and 8 now from the 34. We might see the clock wind right down to the 2-minute warning here. And we will, with the accelerated clock, going to take it right down to 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. The 49ers carrying the momentum, up by 2 scores, and also marching down the field right now here, trying to tack on a 3rd score here before halftime if they can. Webster's going to drop back. He misses his man. He had an open receiver. I think that was a tight end. He misses him. Throwing the ball well, though. It's only his 2nd incompletion of the year here. Now it brings up 3rd down and 8. Dallas can get a stop here. It'd be huge. They'd have plenty of time left on the clock to try to make something happen before half. And this is not within field goal range for the PXF kickers. Webster over the middle. He's got Buck Wild, first down. Down to the 24-yard line. The 49ers keep moving. Move those chains. 24-yard line. This should be in field goal range now if they don't punch it in or turn the ball over. Or take a big loss, I guess.
Let's go, man. Let's do this, man.
This would be, yeah, low 40s. Webster's going to drop back. He's going to chuck it over the middle. He's got Bill Cherry, who's going to walk in untouched. And the 49ers tack on a 3rd first half touchdown. 20 to zip with a PAT pending. Assuming Hume's going to be exposed in expansion. Bold move. And the PAT is perfect. What are they trying to show us here? I guess they're trying to show Webster through some sort of flag or bench. I'm teammates with Hume in 5 different sim leagues. I don't think I'm going to expose him for you there, Krieg, but minute 26 left on the clock. We'll see if Dallas can make something happen. That ball is not sitting on the tee, and the laces are sideways. Gotta love Madden. Krieg stepping in the end zone for this return. Not sure why he's that far back, unless he wants a running start at it. Here we go. He's going to take it at the 10. I'll try to make something happen here. And it's brought down at about the 33-yard line. That's just 5 that I'm teammates with Hume on. Not, I'm in more than 5 sim leagues as a whole. He said loser. Apparently Twitch censors loser now. Peter Parker there with Krieg in the backfield. Parker's going to drop back. Quick pass to Roscoe. He ends up getting a push from the 49ers defender to pick up an extra yard or 2. 2nd and 5 here with a running clock, and they finally take the timeout. A minute 1 remaining. 38 yards to go to the end zone here. You can change your censorship settings for your chat. Yeah, I don't know if you knew that, but if you click the little gear, it's the censorship is per account, per device. So like on your phone or your computer might be different. Just turn off the filters, or you can set it to only filter out racial stuff or offensive stuff or whatever, sexual stuff. The Falcons coach is going to be Shad Allen, linebacker for the Cowboys. Oh, yeah, 5 with him, yeah. There's a pass up the middle, and he's got Matt Green. Parker's 9 for 12 for 101. They got to do something here. Hurry to the line or call a timeout. 41 yards to go to get to the end zone. I said 38 earlier. They were on their own 38. Going no huddle. It's Matt Green. Not a big enough gain. They got to call a timeout here. Running too much time off. There they go. You missed Travis Webster going to work. That's what you missed, Matt. Oh, and there was an interception followed by a fumble, but the fumble part was called back. Peter Parker's been doing okay for you, but you guys have not been able to finish anything off. Not enough time here. Poor play selection down the stretch, and that's going to do it for the first half. And it is halftime here in the championship game, 21-0. Team's pretty even in offensive snaps. Both ran 7 rushing plays. And the crowd just got silent here for the halftime show. 49ers with a ton of momentum, but the Dallas Cowboys going to get the puck. Going to get the ball to start the second half. Two more quarters here to crown a champion. Looking good for the 49ers right now. Yeah. The Kicks getting ready to kick things off to start the second half here in the Season 1 Pxf Championship. The ball is in the air. Krieg going to take it at the 11. He's going to outrun his blocker and gets it past the 35 to the 36. Evan is Canada, yeah. NCAA 14 was a quality game, not going to lie. Parker, empty backfield, got 5 wide. I think one of those 5 might be Krieg. Parker over the middle, he's got Bob Harlow, the tight end. Huge play for the Cowboys. First play of the second half. Hello, new to the league, what's up? Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying our championship game here. It's a bit one-sided right now, but we've seen plenty of comebacks here in Dallas starting to march. Takes the handoff. Hits Harlow again and touchdown. Just as I said, we've seen plenty of comebacks. Dallas trying to kick theirs into gear. Bob Harlow with back-to-back big plays for the Cowboys. And just like that, Dallas on the board to start the second half. That must have had a huge first half or halftime speech. And just like that, the comeback has started. At least the Cowboys hope so. This is on the straight up game on Xbox. No mods, none of that. Yeah, we just edit players. Beautiful play for the Cowboys, and they're on the board, getting ready to go. Webster's loosening up. May hits the PAT, no problem, of course. Like I said, just the one missed extra point, and that was in the preseason. When we were starting to fill up this league, we warned people it would be ugly early on. But we said the kicking would be fine because the AI won't attempt bad kicks. And the first kick of the preseason was an extra point that hit the crossbar. Since then, the kicking has been good. Just a one miss. The first field goal of the season for the Dolphins, I believe, was the only missed field goal we've seen. No extra points missed in the regular season. Webster wanted one more look at that Webster Surface tablet, or Microsoft Surface tablet. And then he runs in. He's fired up, ready to go. Probably wouldn't let you try very long field goals because it probably wouldn't get them. I've tried playing a game with these rosters, and kicking is near impossible with these rosters. Or that was before the season, obviously. Progression might have changed that. Done with a big play up the right side. Gets brought down inbounds. And they're on the move. First down, San Fran. Kicking has, when you do the kicking bar in this game, it's got like a little target zone to land in. Based on how good the kicker is, the bigger that target zone is. These kickers at the start of the season was a sliver. And I've tried playing a game with these rosters just to see how bad it was, and it was very difficult to hit extra points. And bye-bye to you. Oh. Thank you, Squibs. And there's a tackle. Dunn picks up 6 yards up the middle. Buffing DB. Well, all defenders. All defenders are going to get a buff. And we might tweak the packages a little bit. The wide receivers packages might change slightly, but we haven't fully looked into all that yet. But we do know a defensive buff is coming, and it will be retroactive. And Buck Wild splits the defenders, makes a couple guys miss, and he's going to walk into the end zone. And the smallest guy on the field tries to pick him up. Boom and done. Just like that, the 49ers answer Dallas's first touchdown with one of their own. Buck Wild with his second of the day. Travis Webster chucking it all over the ballpark here in this one. Is that a TD on every drive but the first? That's a good question. I feel like we've seen more than 5 drives, but I could be wrong. Like 4 drives in the first half feels low. But maybe that is, I don't know. Yeah, I guess they did have a couple of long drives, so it could be very, very much possible. Of course, I didn't mention it at the time, McKicks, of course, nails the extra points, and now he's getting ready for the kickoff. 28-7. And that's a deeper kickoff than the last few. Krieg's going to take it back at the 7 or 8 yard line and gets brought down at the 31. Like 30 and a half. Parker, pardon me, stepping on the field. Fist bump. He's shouting something back to the bench. Ooh, excuse me. And the Cowboys are going to try to answer that and claw back into this game. Still plenty of time. We've seen bigger comebacks with less time in this league, so the Cowboys just have to stay focused, play their game, and try to stop Webster on the other side. There's a handoff to Krieg. He's going to bounce to the outside. He's going to pick up a yard. 2nd and 9. Thank you, Squibs. Thank you. 28-7. 2nd and 9. Peter Parker back on the Super Bowl logo. At his own 25-yard line, looking to pass. He's got Krieg, makes the catch, turns upfield. It's going to be a gain of 2. Oh no, a gain of 1 again. Peter Parker drops back to pass, and he misses Walker, had him open. But he misses. Both quarterbacks now have missed the wide open tight end.
Let's focus in on what we gotta do here. Let's go, baby. Let's go, y'all.
And looks like Dallas gonna punt here now. Down by 3 scores. And it's back there, and Luxworth's going to pick it up. No, I think he had the speed. If he tried to bounce that outside to the other side, he might have taken that. Taking that at least further upfield, but runs right into a tackler. Vernon Dunn getting some last minute instruction from the coaching staff. Travis Webster stepping back, getting ready to take the snap here. He's going to give it to Dunn up the middle, swallowed up, no gain. And he's 2nd and 10 here. Wilberson with a tackle. I thought he had another one earlier. It says that was his first. Interesting. Webster with a big drop back. Gonna fire it over the middle, and he's got an open Muxworth. He's gonna take it in. Gonna walk in. And Muxworth with his 2nd touchdown, and the slow clap on this one. 49ers looking like they did early in the season. And Webster with his 5th touchdown pass of this game. You'd have to think he's on his way to a Super Bowl MVP nod. Yeah, the slow clap is savage. $34-7, PAT pending. PAT is up, and it is good. 35-7, 2 plays, 60 yards, 44 seconds. Parker's been doing okay. Parker's been throwing all right today. He maybe missed one. He did have that bad interception. But aside from those 2 plays, I'd say he probably has been passing fairly well. Webster's hit a couple big plays, though. That's the difference between 5 touchdowns and 1. Krieg can't decide where he wants to go. He's going to be brought down at the 26. That's a generous spot, too. And now Peter Parker is going to be getting some instruction from a teammate now. The coaching staff just giving up. Plenty of last games in this one. Both kickers playing their last games as kickers. 49ers kicker McKicks will be switching to QB. And the Cowboys kicker May Rose is going to be a wide receiver. Ball snapped to Parker. He's going to give it to Krieg. Krieg's going to go up the middle and picks up 3 before being followed up. Shot Allen and Blitz Krieg, both on the Cowboys, linebacker and running back, playing their last games for the boys before they go off and take over ownership of their own teams. And Krieg going up the left, picks up a gain of 2. 3rd down and 5 to go. He's got Matt Green over the middle for a 1st down. The Cowboys marching. Down by 4 scores, but still possible. We've seen comebacks of this size before. There's going to be 10 games next season, Hugh, and we're going to play everybody twice. Parker back to throw. Looks out to his right, hits Harlow, who stays in bounds. Huge play for him. Bob Harlow has been the Cowboys MVP in this one, I think.
Let's go. This is where you step up and win.
$15 would be a long season with only 5 opponents. And there's another completion. That one's to Krieg. $15 games would be a long season at 1 game a week. Longer than goals. Math is easy though to figure out 17-game pace. Parker takes a snap. It's a low one, but he corrals it. He's going to go over the top, and he's... Oh, Roscoe couldn't haul it in. Did not do it. I already streamed like 200 games a season for goals. I'm going to stream 2 of these a week. These games take over an hour each, and we're going to have 3. We'll stream next season, and Matt Green going to walk in untouched. The Cowboys cut that lead a little bit. Matt Green, the owner of the Cowboys, picks up his first touchdown in the Super Bowl. All 7 touchdowns we've seen in this game have been passing. This is my life now. Yeah, pay me. Pay me. There's the extra points. 35-14. 7 plays for 73 yards on that scoring drive for the Cowboys. If somebody pays me enough to quit my job with a multi-year commitment, I would consider it. I don't think Cuddles pay my bills. Here's the kickoff. May Rose puts that ball in the air. Muxworth back with it. Jukes out, no one. Gets up to the 35 before forward progress is stopped. I wish. Niners come out in the eye. Takes a snap, finds Dunn on the handoff, picks up maybe a yard. Gonna call it no gain.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, man.
Webster chucks it over the middle. He's got Muxworth. Oh, if he went to the right, he was gone. He needed one cut there, and he would have been off to the races. Webster been shooting it all day. Does he have a 158.3 right now? You know what? He might. I don't think I can pause it to check, because Madden is dumb. I have to disconnect the controller to do that. Dunn can't get anywhere going. Oh, but he bounces off, and he's going to stay on his feet. Turns what would have been a loss of 1 or 2 into a gain of 6. As far as the Anthony question made, that's a question for Mr. Matthew Green. Bolton, yes. Dunn made himself as small as possible with his pads as big as possible. Webster over the middle, he's got 36 of strong branch, I think. Thank you, Trin. I know you're not one for compliments, I'll take it. I've been meaning to commentate more this season, but just been too much going on Wednesdays here. It's gonna do it for the third quarter. Well, he was talking about Muxworth. Yeah, same thing. It's not that I didn't let you into the booth, so we didn't have time to test it. There's a handoff to Dunn, and he runs into a wall. He regained his footing. It's gonna go as a loss of 3 or 2, apparently. Hey, Webster's watching. How you doing? I don't know if you're listening, but how you doing, Travis? Webster back there to take the snap. Fakes the handoff to Dunn, looking for somewhere to go. Finds strong branch, and not able to get around the outside. Yeah, so the awards, we've already discussed, so don't worry about recency bias in the awards. Completely based on regular season play. This game will not factor into the awards. The Pro Bowl, I meant to get the ballot out earlier. I'll take the heat on that one. You can blame me for not getting that one out earlier. Just one of the tasks that slipped my mind this season. We'll, yeah, definitely next season we should get it out before the final. But yeah, as Trin said, the awards are done, just not announced yet. They will be soon. 4th and 8 from the 23. Are we going to see a field goal attempt here in the Super Bowl? We are. McKicks will be kicking from the 29, so it's going to be a 39-yard attempt, and he's got it. McKicks with the 39-yard field goal. Yeah, a lot of people did vote already as well. Soon as in tonight. I don't know about tonight. We haven't decided when it's going to be announced yet. But if not tonight, I'd imagine tomorrow. Friday at the latest. Craig on the kick return gets brought down at the 31. And Parker coming back out there.
Dig down. Let's go, fellas. It's one.
Parker takes a snap. There's a throw. The receiver stumbles. It's Roscoe with the catch. Gains 4 yards. Nah, Josh, you threw for 3,000 yards this season. The only quarterback to do it. Don't let this one game ruin that. You had a pretty solid game even in this one. Another one, same play, and Roscoe stumbles again. Roscoe with 6 catches for 71 yards. Last week he had 17 grabs and 3 drops. And he's got Krieg out of the backfield. Good hands there. See Parker. Peter Parker throwing 20 of 25 for 263. Twenty of 25 with 2 touchdowns and a pick. That's not a horrible game. This game is not on Peter Parker. Roscoe again. No wonder this kid had 17 catches last week. Any World Junior fans out there in the second period? Canada's up 6-1. Cosentino with his 3rd tackle of the game. Parker again. Roscoe. What play is that, Matt, and why do you run it every play? Cowboys with lots of little short slant completions here right now. They need a play to go deep if they want to have any shot getting back in this one, even though that's a slim shot at best here. Again to Roscoe. He's got like 11 or 12 catches now. Parker 23 of 28 for 290. 306 total yards for the Cowboys. Roscoe with 9 catches for 98 yards. Parker under center. They're in the red zone now, so we might see some red zone offense, and there it is. It's a handoff to Krieg. Brought down at the 15-yard line. Got to figure out what that play is and scale back the ratings a little bit on it. Well, this offseason you'll get to completely redo your playbook if you want. Parker, big defensive play there by 5'6".
Let's go.
Parker takes the snap, looking for somewhere to go, chucks it, and 55 with the breakup that time. Parker takes the snap. 4th down, and they've got it. Touchdown, Chris Walker, the 4th. Just goes to the bench, takes a few fist bumps, and gets out of there. So they're down by 18. Yeah, I was going to say, this might be a chance to go for 2 here. Makes it a 2-score game. And Krieg, he's going to dive in. He gets it. Krieg loves diving in unnecessarily, but that one might have been necessary. A big dive in for Krieg. And we got ourselves a 2-score game, folks. $16-point deficit now. Yep. I was going to say, when I saw this down by 18, I wouldn't be surprised if they went for it. Could have kicked the extra point and taken a 17-point deficit, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. But this way, you can do it in 2 drives. You got to get the ball back quick, though. I think there's too much time on the clock. I don't think they're going to try to onside this. I think they're going to kick it. Oh, they are going to onside it. I was wrong. They're going to work. Will Cherry picks it up. They're going to try to force a fumble. He's going to try to return this thing. And he gets brought down. Admitting my fault. I guess. The Cowboys now, they need to get this ball back. A turnover or a 3 and out would be huge. Webster on the NFL shield here. Great starting field position to try to put a dagger in. Are they going to start running the ball here at all? Or yeah, gets it done. He's going to pick up a chunk of yards. Runs into his teammate's elbow. It's going to be a 5-yard gain. 3:37 to play here. Clock is ticking. It's 2nd and 5. He didn't get tackled. He got clotheslined by an elbow. And Dunn, he's going to find an open hole, looking for somewhere to go. He's going to try to turn this thing in. Oh, he gets brought down inbounds. 17 should have tried to force him out of bounds. But Dunn gets brought down inbounds. 1st and goal from the 7 for the 49ers, trying to put this thing surely out of reach. Max Knight trying to pump up the crowd. Not usually something you do when your team's on offense. We're just going to keep milking this clock away. One more play will take us to the 2-minute warning if it's not a touchdown or an incompletion. He's under a ton of pressure. He's going to chuck it through the end zone. Interesting to try to throw it for a touchdown here. It's interesting, the goal line offense going up against the run the clock offense. It's like goal line offense winning out here. Brought down at the 5. That's going to be the 2-minute warning. We're going to be in a 2-minute warning. 16-point game. The Cowboys have all 3 timeouts. If they get a stop here, I mean, the field goal would put it at a 3-score game, so it's still going to be pretty much out of reach. If they get a stop here, and something magical happens, they've still got at least a little bit of a chance. Head off to Dunn. He's brought down. Now they got to take the timeout right away, and they do. Now we're going to see McKicks come on for a 2nd field goal attempt of the game. Should be a chip shot there at the 3. So we're talking about a 21-yarder or something like that. $20-yarder. We're going to kick it from the 10. Little chip shots. No issue there. A 3-score game. That's pretty much going to do it. Unless the Cowboys hit some miracle magic shit. Score on the first play here. Get an onside kick, score again. Get an onside kick and score again. All within a minute 53. Not likely here. And the 49ers sideline is starting to get excited. Sounds possible. I mean, it's possible. It's not likely. The kick's gonna drive this ball deep. He's got Krieg. And up to the 30-yard line. So they need to go 70 yards in about 3 seconds here to have a chance. If they call any running play here, I will be surprised. Parker back, standing on his own 25. The ball snaps from the 30. Oh, it was, I think that was batted down. I think the defensive end coming around the outside got a hand on that. You think the O-line helmet? I don't know. I think it was the hand of the defensive end. And there's a little slant to Roscoe. And the crowd is getting fired up. Roscoe just cleared 100 yards. But unfortunately for him and the Cowboys, it's looking like it's going to be in a losing effort. And off to Krieg. Krieg is bottled up. Yeah, the Cowboys are phoning it in here. Not even going to call that timeout, are they? 3-score game. They're probably going to punt it here. No, they're going to go for it. No huddle. And it's a pitch. They don't get it. There's a turnover on downs. We're going to see probably 3 kneel downs. And the crowd, I turned down the crowd noise a little bit and it is getting heavy. Getting loud. I don't think they did call the timeout. No, they still have the timeout. They just called the no huddle. Yeah, they're in the victory formation. Webster's just going to take a couple of knees. Gotta be a good feeling. Cowboys not even going to take that timeout. So that tells me we're going to see 2 kneel downs instead of 3. Oh, look. What the? What? They're going to hand it off to Dunn. Simmons with his 3rd tackle. Kind of fitting. Trunan Dunn, commissioner of the league, one of the commissioners, rushing champ. It's the final touch of this championship game. Unless they're going to run one more play. They're not in victory formation. If they snap this ball and throw it, they did not. They're going to take it right down to zeros. And just like that, the 49ers are your Season 1 Pxf champs. As the QB's embracing. Webster being hoisted up. Webster had a hell of a game. There's a look at Webster. Champion QB. Did you do anything? You won a Super Bowl. We'll take a look at the stats after. I think there's only one sack in this one. I don't think any defensive tackles were in on it. Yeah, you did pump up the crowd. I did see that. You were standing on the bench firing up the crowd with 2 minutes to go. Thank you, Webster, for the kind words. I thought it showed an MVP in this. Well, either way, I think that we can let, based on my DMs with Truman, I think we can just let it out of the bag. The Super Bowl MVP, so this is not the season awards. Those have not been announced yet and won't be announced tonight. The Super Bowl MVP goes to Mr. Travis Webster. Yeah, that probably was it. Probably why it showed him holding it, because he was the MVP. The old games used to show like a little thing would pop up next to his face and say Super Bowl MVP, blah, 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 blah. But alright, so we got some player stats to look through here. Alright, so Niners. There it is. Travis Webster with a perfect passer rating. 158.3. You cannot get a better passer rating than that. 18 of 22 for 387 and 5 touchdowns. Hell of a game, Travis. Well done. If you're listening, DM me on Discord. I got something for goals to work out. Dunn, 18 carries for 93 yards. 2 broken tackles. Webster, 1 carry for -1. Bill Cherry, 6 for 95 and a touchdown. Muxworth, 5 for 159 and 2 touchdowns. Buck Wild had a couple of scores himself as well. Dunn and Tinkleson with the drops. Alright, defensive. Cosentino and Carter with the most solo tackles. And show here, we got Cosentino and Carter also with the pass defense. Same with Jones. Numbers Cosentino. Yeah, 56. I saw that one. Both of these, 50, like Carter and Cosentino, both their pass defenses were at the goal line. Here's Max Knight along the top. 3 total tackles for Knight. We got, who was that sack? Oh, it was the Cowboys player got the sack. Alright, kicking McKicks 2 for 2 on the field goals, 5 for 5 on extra points. His long was a 40-yarder. McKick's punting, 1 punt for 25. Muxworth 3 for 85. On the kick returns, Cherry had that 1 on the onside kick attempt. Punt returns, Muxworth 17 yards on 2 returns. Over the Cowboys, Parker had a respectable game, 134.5. That's a really solid rating. 25 at 33, 309, 3 touchdowns. Rushing the ball, Krieg 11 carries for 22 yards and 2 broken tackles. Receiving, Roscoe with 10 catches for 102. Krieg had 48 yards. Matt Green, Bob Harlow, and Chris Walker all had touchdowns. Roscoe with the 1 drop. Defensively, Anthony Simmons led the way in solo tackles along with Hexier. And over the defense. Nothing really on this half of it. James at the top. Still nothing really over here in terms of pass defense or anything like that. Very spread out tackling for the Cowboys. Which isn't something we saw most of the season. Kicking wise, May Rose 2 for 2 on the extra points. Did not attempt a field goal. Punting, 3 punts for 90 yards. Kick returns, Krieg had 181 yards of return yardage here on 8 returns. Punt returns, 1 punt return for 3 yards from Mr. Matthew Green. Team stats, 41-22. Total offense, rushing yards, passing yards, first downs, punt yards, all go to the 49ers. First downs are tied though. Kick return yards go to the Cowboys. No turnover. Well, that's just not true. There was 1 turnover. There was an interception. The game probably bugged out because there was a booth review at the time. Only the 1 penalty was for holding. The Niners held the ball the most. And we'll take a quick look at the scoring. First quarter, Webster hits Muxworth for a 49-yard touchdown. Then Webster hits Buck Wild for a 13-yard touchdown in the second. And then just before halftime, he hits Bill Cherry for his 3rd toss of the game to go up 21-zip heading into the half. Dallas answered quickly in the first drive of the second half. Harlow with a 36-yard reception from Parker. 49ers took it right down and evened it back out. Webster to Wild. Then Webster hit Muxworth for a 60-yarder. Then Parker finds Matt Green towards the end of the 3rd quarter for a 17-yard score. McKix hits a field goal. Walker walks one in from 15 yards out. And then a 2-point convert was successful. And then McKix hits another field goal late to put the icing on this one. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for a great first season in the PXF. Lots of stuff coming up for season 2, expansion draft, real draft, all of that fun stuff coming up. Stay tuned for awards announcements, Pro Bowl next week sometime, and yeah. Thank you all. Have a good night.